I think discipline is having the ability to make the right choices, especially when you don't feel like doing them. I've got a little trick for discipline, and it's kind of like joysticks on a controller. So, when you decide to move the joysticks to move your character within the character has no choice but to move. So, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine there being a controller that controls you. Now I want you to imagine yourself moving that joystick as a way to move your physical body. And whenever there's something, a task that you have to do that requires a bit of resistance, then I want you to imagine that joystick analogy and use that joystick to move you towards doing that task. I've got a little story to kind of explain this. So it's kind of funny story. So it's November 2023 and I'm walking across the gym towards the cables. And the cables is like, for anyone who doesn't go, it's like these set of rectangular, pillars where you can do exercises on, which can give you a bit of resistance. And I'm on my last exercise of my session. I just want to get this over with so I can head home. But with full disclosure, I was really stretching out my workout because there was a girl who I found really attractive on the same floor as me. And I'd been thinking about going up to her myself, and I was thinking about how I should approach her to have the most perfect execution and to avoid the most embarrassment as possible if things were to go wrong. Maybe I should act normal. Maybe I should just go up, start a conversation, and just be normal. Yeah, that's it, right? So I kept looking down and continued bracing myself. I mean, the answer wasn't on my shoes, so I built up the courage and braced myself, and I looked up. Excuse me, are you using that side of the cables? There she stood, right in front of me. And before I could even get up and go talk to her, she was in front of me. This was it, right? This was my opportunity to start a conversation. No, you're all good. What? Why would I say that? I cringed at myself thinking about how I said it. I sound terrible. I sound so bad. Maybe she won't even like me anymore. What happened to my voice? She must hate me now. I did one set, and I looked over. She was almost done with her set. Come on, Vanch, think. She finishes her set. You had about 3 more. I said it. So the first few words, it's working. Something's gonna happen. Not even, she replies. And that's how I met my current girlfriend. Taking action and control over the things that you want to do can open up a lot of opportunities for you. The social barrier of embarrassment and being looked down on if you fail needs to be erased. And you can do that by simply making the right choices. All you need to do is remind yourself that you can move towards that goal that you want and do the actions that you want to do, and you can open your mouth to speak. You have to remind yourself that you have that free will to do that. And then once you have that insight that, damn, I can move my feet, or damn, I can open my mouth, that's when Pandora's box can get opened. And once that's opened, you can sort it out from there. It's just the initial point which has the most resistance for the most people. There's a lot of people who won't take this advice, who are going to sit back and think, I don't need to do this. I don't need to give myself these sort of problems, these sort of failures. I can just live life as it is. And those who decide to move by life without seizing the things that they want, they're going to end up wherever life decides to throw them. There's no resistance against the path of the norm. And it's kind of like a lazy river. If you lay there, you'll just get led along where else everyone gets led along. But you won't achieve the things that you really want to achieve. So here's an action call. Here's something that you should do right now for tomorrow morning. Right now, you're going to set an alarm for 5 a.m. No matter how your sleep schedule is right now, you're going to set an alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. And now, when the alarm goes off tomorrow morning, I want you to remember that joystick analogy. I want you to remember that you can move your legs. When the alarm goes off, I want you to move that joystick and get out of your bed and walk to the shower. And once you've walked to the shower, I'm not going to say do a cold shower or anything. You Once you've walked there, the cat's out of the box. And then that's the start of your discipline. That's the start of building that muscle, really tensing it. You're tensing that discipline muscle. But discipline happens not from one point of you making it work. It's from thousands of times you making it work. So do this action step and do that every day. And you'll build up the discipline that you've always wanted to build up. Hopefully that's been helpful. Thank you for listening.